walks up.
If I don't start,
I mean, at least he would know. And I was never around him.
Okay, good. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Must be something just going around now. Maybe it went through the telephone.
Maybe that's
Sometimes we have visitors in here tonight. So that might be that into your feelings. Please come to order. We do have proof of posting according to chapter 551 is the Texas Government Code. As amended on this Texas Open Meetings Act. We do have proper posting. Any members of the public who wish to speak shall each have 3 minutes. Y'all just listening for right now. Okay, we'll get to you. All right, item number 1 is to approve the minutes of the August 6th regular meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of August 6th meeting, regular meeting. I second the motion.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? No. Motion carries. Item number 2 is budget transfers and amendments.
It didn't make medical eats us up, did it?
And the housing too.
Oh, yeah. The medical just, I'll be quiet. But I make a motion to approve the budget transfers and amendments.
second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3. Approve and pay bills.
One bill on behalf of Randy Garner, make a motion, we pay this bill.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 4 is to approve payroll.
We'll have it Wednesday.
Have it Wednesday.
Be next week's.
agenda. There's an agenda for the 13th.
We do have a meeting on the 13th,
Oh, we do?
Yes.
What was it for?
I don't know, but I have an agenda.
You can have my copy of the agenda.
I won't be here.
Budget workshop on there.
Basically budget.
No action.
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 5 is reports. We do have a report from the tax office for the month of July. Also one from J.P. Warren for July. Anybody else have a report? Don't forget about cybersecurity. I think everybody and the sheriff, everybody else. Not that y'all have any that haven't done it, I don't know, but anyway, anyone has not done it, we need to get it completed. When does that do, the end of the month?
End of the month.
Item number 6, burn ban.
No action.
No action. Number 7, special road use agreements. Anyone? Nope. No action. Item number 8, approve bonds and education certificates. No action. Number 9, discuss bid schedule. Wait. There's none. Discuss the bid schedule and going out for bids. The architect had suggested that we set our schedule, which is kind of hard to know because they haven't approved the 100% yet. And until they do, it's been submitted, but completed, but we don't know yet for sure when we'll be able to go forward. But if things progress as the architect thinks it's going to move along, we might be able to start our notices in this month, on the 15th.
That'd sure be good.
We're hoping, he said, he hoped that we would have him this week. And if we do, well then we will be looking at the bids going out because he's got everything ready. So we'll put the notices out, send to all these different companies that might be interested in bidding, and then it will be 1 month after that before we get those bids back. We'll open them and then have time to review them. And you can see how, that's kind of how it's going to proceed if we get the notices by the 15th. And we're waiting on this historical commission to
It'll be this week.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good.
And then the second thing is talking about the process. So, y'all have a copy of that? Y'all not have, you do have a copy of it?
What is that, Judge? I'm sorry.
This part, how we, will proceed with all of that?
William may have a copy.
Okay.
I'll
If
We
you'd
can
like to have
give
this.
them Andy's copy.
Yeah, well, I can give you my copy, we have.
Okay.
the whole thing, if you'd like to have that. All right. Any questions? We don't have any other answers, so. If there's any questions, we'll take it.
That sounds very promising. Very promising.
But I will say that, you know, we've been calling for a while, and I think he's told them that it should be approved soon, so. All right, that looks really encouraging. We can get that moving. I would have thought that the bid process itself, after you some packets, would take longer than that, because that's a pretty in-depth thing as far as the historical part of it, but anyway, there we are, okay. No action on that one. We'll go to item number 10, which is to add Lane Mallory, County Auditor, to the bank account and other bank-related issues.
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 11, and that other related issues is if there's anything else that has to be signed or done or whatever. So we don't have to come back for every little thing. Item number 11 is to add Dana to the investment committee.
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 12 is to discuss and take possible action on a resolution regarding a contract for the purpose of financing fire trucks. That's the 4 fire trucks, if that's correct.
Correct.
I think you have your information there behind number 12.
One thing that happened on these fire trucks, while we're discussing it now, you know,
They
that,
all come out quick together.
yeah, one of them's gonna be here in this month. We weren't expecting any of them until
Next year.
next year, primarily January. 'Cause I know Karen and I talked about this, and they were wanting us to lock in an interest rate. That was back in May, I guess. But we chose not to, just because we kind of thought rates were looking like they were gonna come down, and I think that was a good decision, but we'll have to wait another couple of months at this point. On number 13 is,
Wait, before we get to number,
well, before we finish number 12, I got a question about what truck are we talking about when we get to number 13?
That's the Fairfield Fire
The
Department.
Fairfield? Okay.
we have a list here.
They on the list. Circle over the list to get one.
Not one of the 4. Those 4 that we're talking about on number 12, that was
T.
do, TIG, Streetman, and Wortham.
We'll get one this year, you said we'll get one next year.
Yes. We should have them all
All 3 next year.
in 26, yes.
What's this, Roots Republic is showing a 550 rescue and then 3 tankers.
That's it. The 3 tankers are do, TIG, Streetman. The rescue is the Wortham truck.
I didn't know we were doing them. Was it supposed to be a tanker and they changed? I thought we were all doing tankers.
Well, theirs was as far as phasing out the older stuff. their rescue truck was kind of the oldest one, so they were still giving the same amount of money to spend on the truck.
Any discussion on the financing? County Leon County.
Dana, didn't you tell me that government capital was the one that seemed the most aligned with us?
Yes, we've, done business with them before. They will not put liens on the equipment. They'll fund, they can get it funded within our timeframe. No prepayment penalties. They'll fund it full. We're in control of funds as the trucks are coming off the line.
And we can put, when we receive those funds, we can put those funds into Techstar or Texpool to draw interest off of them as we're waiting.
Waiting on delivery day.
Yeah, so we don't have to just pay for all for all one time.
Yeah, so
We'll be drawing some interest to offset.
Okay, what's the story with Republic, because their rates are a little better, what's the story with
So
Republic?
that's Safe Industries that people here building these. That's kind of their go-to for financing. However, that a little bit more complicated. They will put liens on the equipment. There are prepayment penalties and contingencies and fine print in that contract that tends to get a little bit more complicated.
That's what I mean, after we discussed it Friday, that the government capital, even though there's a tick difference on the rate, seemed to be aligned.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get
with us.
no prepayment.
Right. And I think that government capital, that's who, when my first year when I was a skid steer, that's where we went with.
We've used them several times.
We're looking at the proposed financing on this sheet. They have different terms as far as the 3 payments, 4 payments, 5 payments. The first payment is this. We're gonna pay the one this year, but then for the remainder of it, how are we gonna do that? We think it'll all be all in this next year. So we'll need to budget a lot more for this next year.
I think for next year, we're just gonna have to budget for one payment, right? If we receive those funds within this year, and
Well, then that payment,
that payment would come out of that.
so it's possible we could, we'll borrow the money up front on the package deal. Have the money sitting on interest until it's dispersed.
Payment number one would be in this fiscal year, which pushes payment number 2 to 26, which should be the only, as long as we budget for a payment 26, 27, 28 can be paid off.
So we'll get them all next year, but we'll only pay them in the 3 years. We said we'll get all our others this next year.
Yes. One this year, 3 and 26.
26.
It could be more than one. Well, if this fiscal year.
But that wouldn't change.
Calendar year could be.
That wouldn't change us paying it out in the 3 payments, though.
Right.
We're making our loan up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just waiting on the receipt of the trucks to have to pay. So we don't have to pay for all the trucks, so we get the money.
Yeah.
So we can, but the rescue truck we're working will be the last one to come in.
If we budgeted $750,000, that would be more than enough to cover that payments. It would be $683,000. Payments.
We had originally talked about doing 4 payments, but if we want to do 3,
If we did it in 4, we'd only need to budget $525. So which one do we want to do? Could do 5 payments. Then we just pay more interest.
we can suck it up and do 3 of them.
Everybody swing it?
I think we'll budget for the $750, and then things don't go as we expect. We could go back to the 3 or 4. What do you think about that?
If we swing it, that'd be better. Less it, won't be paying interest, less interest.
Goes down. Hopefully it'll go down and we'll really be in good shape on a payment. Okay. No, it won't,
This is fixed, but we
won't
can
make any
refund it
difference, you know.
unless we refund it.
Okay, I'm gonna add that $750. All right.
What did we factor in for that? Our preliminaries in our budget, what number did we have a number plugged in?
I don't think we did.
No.
That's why this was kind of time
Okay.
sensitive.
Hmm.
But that'll come out of the surplus on that, so that won't,
Yeah.
I know. All right, now on that item number 13. Well, on item number 12, what action do we need to take on that resolution? Just to approve the financing
Approve government capital
proposal
for 3 payments.
for 3 payments.
Is that a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 13, discuss additional purchase of a fire truck.
What kind of truck are they wanting? Anybody know?
Now, this is a grant that they put in for 10 years ago. We got to the top of the list unknowingly. And
Who got it?
Fairfield.
Okay.
I mean, we've discussed all this in the past, but basically that grant was for $275,000, I think.
Is that one we've already talked about?
Yes.
It's not a new one, okay.
Right, so I've got, we've got a donation of $125,000 coming to help the county with this portion.
Right, yeah.
And, so that's on the way, and, so it should leave the county, the way I had it figured, if you don't change, about $122,000 will be our match for their truck. Which, what was our timeline on receiving that one down?
I was told within a week, I mean, we're like honest.
That's right, that's the one that could be here before the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we've already talked about, and, yeah,
Right.
yeah. And we got some
So
outside
we
money.
And we do still have some money left in the fire
Fire
department.
fund,
Right.
Fund.
whatever,
We'll just
I
have
don't
to-
know what number it
In the
is.
fire fund, we'll just have to transfer a little more money. All right, so do we have a motion to participate in the purchase of a fire truck for the city of Fairfield?
I make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed? None, motion carried. Okay. Item number 14 is the Data Max maintenance contract for the Freestone County Jail case. And under number 14, you should have a $2,620. And then the maintenance part, depends on how many copies you make.
Okay.
It's a copier. You want to see that?
We added the maintenance in there because the last few years, we haven't had maintenance on our copier, thinking that we might be able to, it would be cheaper. I don't think it was, and it sure wasn't efficient at all, because we've been calling the daggone print people out here every 2 to 3 weeks because something keeps happening to this printer. And the last 2 people that showed up said we need to get rid of it, and get them, and we think it'd be a little more efficient
Yeah.
with a maintenance contract. That way, maybe we can get them to fix it. With the dispatch moved over there, we no longer have that second machine to go to if this one breaks down, so.
I'll make
Judge
that motion,
Grant?
enter into for the contract.
You received the $12.95 for that.
I had a little note on there, but.
Make it contingent on a $12.95.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not there, we'll get it. No big, that's no problem.
Well, this is the purchase of the machine, the 2620, with the agreement in it, with the maintenance agreement in it, is
Yeah.
that correct? Okay, yes. All right, is that a motion?
I'll second.
Contingent, all right. All in favor, aye?